Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, walhamdulillah, as-salatu was-salamu ala ashrafil mursaleen wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Honorable chair of this gathering, distinguished dignitaries and my beloved companions. I am in the zenith of ecstasy and beatitude. It gives me immense pleasure and privilege to be with you in this magnanimous juncture. Today, I stand before you to address a pressing concern of our time, the death of truth and how media propagate falsities. In an era where information flows freely, the lines between fact and fiction have become increasingly blurred and the consequences are profound. The death of truth is a phrase often used to describe the concerns about the erosion of objective facts and the spread of misinformation in society, especially in the context of digital age and social media. It highlights the challenges of discerning truth from falsehood in an era of information overload and a polarized discourse. It's a complex and debated topic with various perspectives on its causes and consequences. Friends, we live in a world saturated with media, from traditional news outlets to social media platforms, each vying for attention. While this proliferation of information should empower us, it has also given rise to a disturbing trend, the propagation of falsities. Let us examine how media plays a role in this phenomenon. First and foremost, sensationalism sells. In some cases, media outlets may not face sufficient consequences for spreading falsehoods, and in many cases, they may be insufficient. Deepfakes and manipulated contents. Advances in technology have made it easier to create convincing fake videos and audio recordings. Such manipulated content can be used to spread falsehoods, and it becomes increasingly difficult to distinguish from reality. Economic crisis. Social media often driven by advertising revenue, which can be influenced by the popularity of their content. This can create to the perverse incentives to prioritize sensational false stories over accurate reporting. Crisis of trust. The erosion of trust in media institutions and the rise of fake news have contributed to a climate where people may question the credibility of legitimate sources. So what can we do to combat the death of truth in media? First, we must become discerning consumer of information. We should cross-reference multiple sources and fact claim checks and be critical of sensationalism. Secondly, media organizations must prioritize accuracy and responsible journalism over speed and sensationalism. Ethics in reporting should be upheld, and correction should be swift and transparent. Lastly, as consumers of media, we must actively seek out, engage in constructive dialogue. The rise of echo chambers that amplify falsities can only be dismantled when we are willing to listen and engage with those who hold different views. Due to the limited availability of time, I do not prolong my own words. In conclusion, the death of truth in media is a serious concern, but it is not an irreversible trend. By being discerning consumers, holding media accountable, and fostering open dialogue, we can work towards a more truthful and informed society. The responsibility falls on all of us to ensure that truth prevails in the face of falsehood that propagated by the media. Thank you. Wa akhir da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Assalamu alaikum.